raindrops starting to hit them. Once in a while, water drops.
Are we here?
We're here.
Awesome.
We're on the road anyway. It's about 2 miles up to the labyrinth. According to Google Maps, we're 2.7 miles from the labyrinth.
Okay, cool. There is that an entrance spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah. We'll take it slow. Okay. Oh, this looks good.
Where to? Oh, there's a fire pit.
Yeah, go around kind of towards the... Yeah.
Like right here?
Yeah. Just there between the fire pits, but that's okay. This is good. Perfect.
Hi everybody. We have just arrived. We're going to do a couple days here at KOFA National Wildlife Refuge, NWR. And we're about a little less than a mile away from what's called the Spiral Labyrinth. I'll show you that in a little bit on the video. Plus Palm Canyon is up that way, so we'll see. Right now we just got in. We just drove in from Yuma. And the clouds. I'll turn around and show you around here. Let me show you a little bit around. If you like this video, be sure to hit like. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that little bell so you'll be notified when we put out more videos in the future. I'll show you around here where we just pulled off the road.
This is interesting terrain.
It's real quiet out here, that's for sure.
Beautiful.
Got the clouds coming in though. We're supposed to get rain tonight. Possible rain, they said. Not a lot of people out here. So I am guessing with the clouds it's kind of hard to tell, but I think that way is Quartzsite, if I remember right. So that's north. And now we're looking east. Oh, look at those mountains.
Yeah, nice. Beautiful. Look at the blues and the greens and the purple.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I hope the camera camera does it justice.
It'll look better when the sun's up, I'm sure.
I don't know, you may not get the same views.
Maybe not. Look, we got a little fire pit. Hey. Alright, what we gotta do is start looking for some firewood, Tammy.
Okay. I don't think it'll be hard to find.
I don't know. Doesn't look like there's a lot out there. Yeah, there's Lucky. Lucky is going solo today. You may be wondering, wait, where's our Jeep? Well, that's kind of a long story. And I'll be happy to tell you. About a week ago, right before Christmas, I took the Jeep in to have an oil change. It's a 2013 Jeep Wrangler. And I told them that the check engine light had come on a couple times. The light would come on, then it would go off. Then the light would come on, then it would go off. So I ran my little computer up and to see what was going on, and it gave me a, what did it say? It gave me a code for a misfire on cylinder number 2. So, but then the light would go off, and it was running just fine. I didn't notice any problems with it running, and I knew it was getting time to have an oil change and a tune-up, so took it in, and they said, well, let me run a compression check. So they did a compression check on cylinder number 2 because his computer showed that it was a problem too. So I've come to find out there was a leak in the cylinder. So needless to say, the Jeep is still in the shop. Of course, you know, right before Christmas there's nobody around to work on things because everybody's taking off for the holidays. So poor Lucky's all by herself today, doing solo. You know, it's kind of nice not to have to worry about the Jeep. It's just a pain in the butt because you can't go drive around and look at things like you can with the Jeep. Hey, you found some, huh? All right.
I know how to forage.
We might have a fire.
I know how to forage.
We'll see if you follow me, little camera. There you go. We're all set up, at least for tonight. Now we just have to wait and see how soon the rain comes in. Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Dave here, and I do this part of the video for folks who are not familiar with the area. So if you're familiar with this area of KOFA, then you can kind of ignore this, but if you're coming in and you're not familiar, let me show you how to get there to KOFA. First of all, KOFA stands for King of Arizona. You know, I lived in Arizona for a long time until I found that out. King of Arizona, KOFA National Wildlife Refuge. There's an old mine in here called the King Mine, and there's even a Queen Mine. So don't leave anybody out. But there actually, this whole area of KOFA is lots of old mines in here. There are no roads that pass through here, so just be aware of that. There are lots of Jeep trails, ATV trails, and lots of wildlife. I think this area of Arizona has one of the largest bighorn sheep populations in the state of Arizona, probably anywhere in the country. This is the second largest wildlife refuge in the state of Arizona, so it's huge. 500, 600,000 acres at least. So it's a very large area. But if you're coming to it, you want to come either from south from Quartzsite, come down the 95, or come up from Yuma on the 95. Get off on I-8 and come up through the I-90 or the Highway 95. Sorry, this is not an interstate; it's just a two-lane highway. Or if you're coming up the I-10, you're going to turn off on 95 and come south. And you can actually boondock anywhere in KOFA. It's all considered a camping area. Just be advised, though, that four-wheel drive vehicles highly recommended once you get deep into the area. And I'm going to show you how to find Palm Canyon. There we go. I knew I passed it up here. There it is, Palm Canyon. It's in that little section right there. I thought it was there, but it's actually right there. Palm Canyon KOFA National Wildlife Refuge. There is a road that goes here that takes you to Palm Canyon. It's about 5 miles all the way back in there. It's not a bad road. It's a little bit washboardy, but not bad. Where we camped at was right next to Spiral Labyrinth here. I think we camped in about this area. We were actually about 2 miles in. Once we parked, we were within walking distance of the labyrinth. And that'll be our next video, so stay tuned for that. We'll show you around there. It's really kind of interesting little area there. But you can actually drive all the way back in. It's about 5-6 miles back into the parking area for Palm Canyon. And then this is a very popular hiking area. There's a little parking lot right there. Let me switch to satellite mode so you can see what I'm talking about. If you take this dirt road all the way back to where it ends, there's a parking area right there where you can park. And then you can actually hike into Palm Canyon. We didn't get that far this time. We didn't have the Jeep. And so we just decided not to take the motorhome all that way on the washboard road. But if we had the Jeep, we certainly would have done that. Maybe one of these days we'll go back and do another trip. But I guess there's like a canyon back here that has palm. One of the few native palm tree areas of Arizona. These are native palm trees right in there. Click on there and it'll show you a little bit. Show you some pictures. There they are. So actually, I don't know how long they've been there. It's kind of interesting to find out. But you can hike back in there. It's really beautiful mountains. Oh my goodness. This area, it has a rich history, and I've only kind of scratched the surface. There's another road that goes up here to a place called Skull Rock. So one of these days we'll get back there with the Jeep and kind of drive in there, but that looks kind of cool, the little Skull Rock there. So this is all BLM camping, where we camped at here next to the Spiral Labyrinth. Approximately in this spot, lots of places. The trickiest thing that I can tell you is when you pull off the road here, there are lots of places you can pull off real close to the road, but if you want to get away from the highway and avoid some of the noise of the highway, then you want to get a little deeper in. Be careful. Look for good places to pull off the road. There's a pretty good sized berm on both sides of the road, but about every quarter mile or so you'll see turnoffs that will let you turn off the road and pull into these side spots. And you can see when there's people camping, you'll see them off to the side. That's kind of one way to do it, is kind of watch for other campers. If you see somebody camping on the side, there's probably a way to get back in there. It's an easy way from there. So we camped just a little bit up from the Spiral Labyrinth. There's a little road there that goes both directions. Where's that spiral labyrinth? There we go. We camped up about in here. Kind of near this wash, I think it was. Right in that area. Lots of places and plenty of room here once you get here. Cell signal, very good. So don't worry about that. Wasn't a lot of TV stations. We had about 6 stations. 3 in Spanish, 3 in English. I think we watched Comet TV and watched X-Files that night. It was kind of interesting, but for some reason there are certain zones around here where you get more stations than other places. When we camped up later at Roadrunner, we didn't get any TV stations, but when we camped in Quartzsite before, we got some more. So it's really weird. I can't explain it. It's like dead zones where antenna TV doesn't always come in so good. If you have satellite or some other way of watching stations like that, you'll probably have better luck than what we had. But cell service all up and down 95 is pretty good. There were a few dead zones south of here, but nothing to worry about because you're next to Yuma Proving Ground. You want to watch out when you're coming up from Yuma. Don't pull off the road. It says there's signs on both sides of the road that says that'll say danger. And I can even see a little track right there. There's I think this is area where they take vehicles out and do target shooting. So you don't want to pull off the road there and do any camping. You don't want to be a target for somebody who's doing some target practice. So stay off the road there. South of here, there's lots of places to camp up also near Yuma. So check those out. But there you go. KOFA National Wildlife Refuge, King of Arizona. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell until you'll be notified when I put out my next videos. Have a great day. Safe travels. This is Dave saying bye.